Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. Heading back to the lake at minimum tomorrow morning, possibly tonight, not sure. So, today's topic kind of came up from somebody saying, I have no idea what I want to do with my life. I'm just stumped, I'm lost. So, I guess today's topic is going to be how to design your life. All right? In other words, what do you want to be when you grow up? So, a hot day here in Pennsylvania, up over 90, but I'm in the shade, so it's good. Hope everybody's well. So, how to design your life. That was a high five, by the way. For anybody who doesn't know what I'm doing at the end, that's a high five. How to design your life. So a lot of people think, I need to figure out who I am, what my purpose is, what do I want to be when I grow up, whatever that may be, in order to get better from this mind-body concept called TMS, or as I call it, perceived danger pain. And people are like, I've got no purpose. And as I sit down and try to figure that out, the only thing I can think of is getting rid of these darn symptoms. So, you do not have to figure out your life's purpose and your mission in life in order to get better from your symptoms. You just don't. Because there's lots of people who got better who lead fairly, I'll say, normal lives. And that's not a derogatory term. I'm just saying it's nothing extraordinary. Safety is the key, not mission, purpose, and fulfilling your dreams. But safety is the cure. Safety is the solution. And when we implement that consistently and convey credible evidence of safety to the brain over and over again over time, the brain will eventually say, oh, they're okay. So for somebody who really wants to design their life, start with safety. Know that this lack of purpose, this lack of direction, I don't know what I want to do with myself. And even some people, when I say, what would you like to do if you weren't symptomatic? Like, in other words, if you were feeling great, how would you spend your day? And this is where this person's question came up. They said, I have no idea. The things I used to like doing, I don't like doing anymore. Let's analyze what might be going on. Not saying it is for everybody. But when you are in fight or flight, fearing the symptoms, fighting with them, trying to resolve these symptoms, trying to fix yourself, and are struggling mentally, emotionally, and physically as a result, where on that priority list is figuring out fun stuff to do? Your brain's just not going there. It's going, what are you talking about, fun? You want to do a crossword puzzle? Are you crazy? We're in trouble. Don't you realize we got all these symptoms? We're in danger. You want to figure out how to have some fun, right? And so take some pressure off yourself to figure out your purpose, your meaning. I personally think that our purpose in life is to be content, to do fun things with people you like, right? And if you say, well, Dan, I don't have people I like in my life, I'm alone, okay, then do fun things with yourself, like yourself. Become your own best company. Because if you're waiting for the outside world to validate you, you might be waiting a long time. Because everybody else out there is not going to come rushing to you to validate you and make you feel important. You know why? Because they're trying to figure out how to like themselves. But we don't have to have this grand purpose in life. Treat yourself well. Treat yourself as if you're the person that matters, right? You've got one job. Take care of this one person, you. That was your job when you were born, your primary responsibility, your brain's responsibility is safety and survival of Dan, for example. That's the top priority. And if you're struggling with a whole bunch of symptoms and struggling to figure out how do I get rid of these symptoms, and I don't know what I would like to do, right now the only thing I want to do is get rid of these symptoms. Fine. Safety. Teach your brain that you're not in danger, you're not broken, you're not sick, you're not in harm's way. And what you will find is, as you start feeling safer and safer, your capacity for joy and happiness and seeing dreams of the future will improve, a little bit at a time. But you're going to notice you're smiling more. And I can't tell you how many times people in the group coaching will say, they're hanging out with some friends or family or whatever it may have been, and people look at them like, you're different. What's going on with you? People are showing up to life differently when they start to realize, I'm not broken, I'm actually okay, and the brain starts latching onto this idea of safety, nothing to fix. You start showing up different, and people notice. And notice for yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and go, I am showing up differently for me. So, how do you want to design a life? Dream. Start dreaming. And I don't mean go to sleep and hope something dream comes up. Ideally, assuming you were feeling great, what would you like to do with your life? What would you like to do? What does that look like? How can you be of value to other people in your life? How can you be of value? Who can you serve? How can you serve them? Because I'll be honest with you, I get a lot of fulfillment from serving you all, from helping, from getting the feedback. Today's my birthday, and so I've seen countless birthday wishes on YouTube, Facebook, in my group coaching, text messaging, phone calls. It's amazing the amount of outpouring of happy birthdays and lovey-dan. So I get a lot of fulfillment out of helping as many people as I can. Most of it for free. But I feel like that's my dream, is helping people. This is me paying back, because I had 13 years of back pain and sciatica, finally figured it out, and now it's my turn to pay it back. But you all don't need something that grand. Be content with yourself. It would be a wonderful purpose in life. Look at yourself in the mirror and smile. Say, you know what? You're all right. I'll be 60 next year. I just turned 59 today. And it was funny, I was talking to my ex-wife last night as we took my son out to dinner. And we both kind of agreed that, 30, 40, 50 years old, not a big deal. 60, we're both going, we're getting up there, right? And I don't feel old, but just something about that number. But look, I didn't really figure out what I wanted to do until I was over 50. Yeah, I've been thinking about being a coach. I've been thinking about helping people out with this stuff for at least a decade or more. But I didn't really start making progress with that until 5 years ago when I started doing these daily videos. So it doesn't matter how old you are, whether you're 20 or 80 or anywhere in between. It's never too late to design a life that you can enjoy, you can fall in love with. Maybe that just means you get up, do some gardening, maybe paint a watercolor, read a book, do a Sudoku puzzle, call a friend or a family member, look at yourself and smile, say you're all right. High five. Life doesn't have to be amazing, but do fun things with people you like. Do fun things for you. What brings you joy? And if you don't know, because your brain is so focused on safety and survival, happiness and joy isn't on the list right now if you're still in that survival mode, in that safety creation mode, in that fight or flight. Don't worry about it. If you're not able to dream and come up with, what do I want to be when I grow up? Don't sweat it. Focus on today. How can I create more safety today? When your brain starts to accept that you're truly okay, its capacity for joy and happiness and purpose will start to expand and grow. And you never know, you may find out just what you want to do and who you want to be when you grow up. But don't compare yourself to anybody. Don't compare yourself to me, to your sister, to your brother, to your family, to your grandparents. Comparison is the thief of joy. What would make you happy? And if you can't figure that out, focus on safety. Teach your brain that there's no reason for me to hurt. Stress is not the problem. Life can be lifey. I don't need to hurt. I don't need to have symptoms. Focus there, because I see it over and over and over again, that as people start to feel better and better in these group coaching calls, their smiles become more genuine. They'll say, you know what, I went out somewhere, hung out with some family members, yeah, and my symptoms were there, but I didn't care, and their smile is so genuine. That can happen for you. It will happen for you. Focus on safety, folks. You're absolutely okay. You're going to be okay. You're in the right place. You can and will get better. And so, I hope this makes sense. Design a life you can fall in love with. Start to dream a little bit, because you can do this. I know you can. Again, I wouldn't be out here every single day for over 5 years if I didn't think you could get better. So anyway, airplane boy, you hear him? So, love you folks, and as always, I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.